addicted to her. She's the sweetest drug, just enough. The headboard, the headboard, live body down. It's about to go down. We'll be banging it all night, banging the headboard. I'll touch you right there, baby. Let's talk about it. We'll be bringing that headboard out. Let's talk about it. Tell me about it. I wanna hear about it. Yeah. Can't wait to hear headboard.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Headboard Conversations. I am your host, Madam Trice. You are officially logged on to blowradio.com. I know. Trice, where you been? Trice, where you been? I missed you guys too, and glad to have you guys joining the conversations. Do not forget that you have the ability to log on and watch the show live, comment live. If you tune into also Facebook.com, our YouTube page, which is Headboard Conversations. On YouTube, you can go to the blowradio.com page on Facebook and check us out. We're having a good time tonight. You already know what this is. Go tell your friends to tell your friends to tell your friends it's going down. Because why not, right? I feel like that's the best way for us to be together, to stay together and spend some time together, to get to know one another a little bit more. We do have a couple, 2, 3, house rules that we need to make sure that we cover properly. So make sure y'all come on in. Share the video, share the post. If you are live, if you are tuned in to blowradio.com, of course, I'm going to tell you there's no other place that you should be because 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, we got it. You know what I'm saying? We got it all. Love to have you here joining us. Shout out to everybody that's commenting. If you would like to comment and have your comments read, make sure you comment on one of those feeds that we have offered available to you there. If you don't want to do that, you can always call directly into the line. Of course, I love when you guys call directly because why not? I want to hear your voice. The number is 414-885-4739. That's area code 414-885-4739. And that is why we are live here on blowradio.com. Hey, Corey. Glad to have you join us, Corey. If you are logged in, and I see quite a few of you are, make sure you comment so that I can shout you out and show you some love, right? Because that's what we do around here. It's about conversations. It's about enjoying one another. It's about all of the good things that intimacy offers, and that booting us, that makes it very difficult to, and there we go with our stream. We are live. We should be back live on blowradio.com, back live here with you on all of our social media streams. If you can hear me, you can see me. Make sure you comment and let me know, hey, boss lady, how you doing, boss lady? I think I got it. I think I've caught it. I'm supposed to be working on my English accent. I'm going to be working on that shortly. Again, if you are logged in, make sure you say hi. Say hi. Don't just, well, you can watch. I want you to watch. So it's probably the only time I'll ever give you open permission to just watch because I'm the watcher. Again, you are logged on to Headboard Conversations. This is blowradio.com. I am your host, Madam Trice, and we got some great conversations to have today. So, typically, there is a guest on, and because I had a guest canceled. Then I had another guest, and the guest was unable to fulfill the backup of the backup. So, we're going to do something a little special today called Ask Madam. But before we get into what our topic is today, I want to lay down a couple of ground rules for you guys, if that's okay. Because ground rules are important, that we understand and maintain a certain level of respect, a certain level of comfortability between us and one another. And we want to make sure that we are honoring each other and honoring that space. This place is a safe space for all who are coming into it, and all are welcome. I want to say that all are welcome, even though we do have a couple of no-nos. We want to make sure that we are honoring one another and staying respectful, because respecting our conversation, respecting the differences in our opinion has been, what we do around here is like a staple around here. If you have an opinion, you're welcome to share it. Please do so respectfully. If you have questions and you have answers, please be respectful of one another. I would hate to disconnect and or block you, but we don't want any negative energy in this space, because we are talking about some very intimate things. And when intimacy is on the table, you want to make sure that we are creating a space for that energy to flourish beautifully. Okay. Okay. So y'all already know. No old people, no animals, and no kids, because I don't play them games. Consent is our number one rule over here. And because I believe so strongly in consent, I think it's necessary that you all understand that at some ages and some stages in our lives, that we are not able to offer that. Not always, but with that being respect. And even if you are and you're a senior in that space and you want to, you've earned the right to live in the space, to do the space and have your privacy, right? Have that. If you're an animal, if folks are animals, animals can't really give permission. I just want to say that. And we know that by the laws of states, these United of States, there are age requirements for authorizing intimacy. And because we don't play kids over here, fam, we ain't doing that. So make sure you remind that. And also, like top 5, before you get in my bed, you got to take your pants off. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to KO in the building. What's good? I promise I got you. I'm so sorry. Lorena is in the building. Hey, mama, how you doing? Gary Miles is in the building. Cal L is in the building. Boss lady. And of course, my homeboy Corey is in the building. Hey, Montagne, how you doing, baby? Okay, check this out, y'all. If you are in the building, I definitely need you to shout us out. Gary, I wish somebody would block. Why you want to be blocked, Gary? Why you want to be blocked? I don't want to block you. But if you come over here being disrespectful, sir, I'm going to have to do what I got to do to make sure that I'm maintaining a comfortable space for all that are here to participate in our goodness, Gary. Okay? You want to remember that, Gary. So, as we move forward, I want to make sure that my stuff is stable. Okay. As we move forward, I want to remind you guys that tonight's platform is called Ask Madam. So I'm going to open the door up, you guys, for you to ask questions. We're going to talk about, thank you so much, Gary. I appreciate you, babe. We're going to talk about all the things, like whatever it is. I got some inboxes. We're going to address some of those questions. I'm all for it. These don't have to be asked personal questions of Madam. You understand what I'm saying? We just got on, Gary. We just got on. We here with you, okay? You don't have to ask me just personal questions. I prefer that you not just ask personal questions, but I'm going to take that off. Let me retract that. I want you to be comfortable to ask me whatever your heart's desire tonight. And I'm going to do my best to answer the question the best I can. Okay, we're going to do that and be comfortable with one another. But also, we're going to have some conversation that we're going to talk about. Some of the conversation may require a little bit of discussion. So we're gonna see what my inbox say. We're gonna see what us has gotten going on. And again, you are encouraged wholeheartedly to call in area code 414-885-4739. That's area code 414-885-4739. I got scanned. I scanned immediately one of the questions and I was like, well, I love y'all. I love y'all so much. So we gonna get right into it. We gonna get right into it. I'll make sure everybody's logged in. Logged in. Bam, 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 bam. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. So off jump. I was talking to one of my homegirls and she mentioned be right back at work. I'll ask the hard question. You ask whatever you like, Ari. Just do so respectfully. Okay. Okay, so and I was just going, I was like, oh, my guest canceled, my guest canceled. What am I supposed to what we're gonna talk about? And she was like, oh, we're gonna be solo dolo, talk about masturbation. Do you do it? And so I'm gonna ask you guys first, do you masturbate? And how comfortable are you with yourself? Like, do you do it and get it out the way? Or you do it and like really take the time to enjoy yourself, to learn the different parts of your body that require stimulation. I know some of us are old enough that we've been doing it long enough that we got it, but what happens when you discover a new spot, a new touch, a new stroke, a new wetness, a new something? What happens when that happens? And I'm going to give y'all a second, just checking my links and make sure everything is still active. It looks good on this end. Yay! So let me ask, do you? So the question is about masturbation. Do you do it? Um, what happens even if you've been doing it for some time? You know, when's the last time you found a new stroke, a new touch, a new feeling? Sometimes we do. We've been doing this so long, just blah 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 blah, and be done. Like, do you touch yourself new? That's a great question. And I'm putting it out there. I'm giving yourself a chance to answer, and then I'm going to answer. Okay. And the next question after that is, do you share it with your partner? Hmm. I love that. I love that question. I think that's a great opportunity. I know that there is a slight delay, and I'm gonna give it a second, but I'm not gonna give you guys too long. So we'll see how that pans out. I get scary is at work. Oh my goodness. Okay. Nonetheless, so I see you guys are chimed in, but I'm waiting. I know it's a delay. Don't be afraid to answer. If you don't want to call in, you don't have to call in directly. 414-885-4739. You can comment on the wall or you can inbox me personally on the Facebook, and I'll be more than happy to read your question or read your reply anonymously. Now, yes, Madam Trice masturbates. Absolutely. Madam Trice is single. So yes, Madam Trice masturbates. And I think for me personally, I think we should. I think that we should spend time pleasuring ourselves, not in it like all day, every day. I did say that out loud. Hello, Robert. Glad to have you join us. Not all day, every day, but enough that you stay familiar with the things that you enjoy. And if you are in a relationship, that you stay familiar with the parts of your body that like to be stimulated enough that you can share that with your partner. Sometimes, as our bodies get older and as our bodies grow, or we lose weight, we gain weight, whatever the case may be, our erogenous zones change. Like your nerve synapse switch up a little bit. So how your body processes feelings, also taste and taste buds and sensations, that all changes. So it's a good idea to stay in touch with the things that stimulate you. Now, I don't encourage overstimulation, because you start doing it and you do it so good, and then your partner is may not be able to keep up. But I think it's healthy enough to do it, and it's a good opportunity to have a conversation with your partner. If you're having pleasure issues, like your partner is not doing quote unquote what you like, then masturbation is with a partner, masturbation is a good opportunity to be able to say, hey, I like to be touched this way, or can you do this with your, or can we try with your, or with my, or whatever the case may be. And those type of opportunities, sharing that experience, if your partner is open to it, teaches them how to pleasure you. So that is my question. And I kind of incorporated the do I, and do you do it with your partner, and is it a part of healthy sex? I put all of that together. Okay. And then another question is, can you know what you like if you haven't touched yourself? Hmm. That's like asking, do you know can you describe the taste of chocolate if you've never eaten it? No. No, you cannot. No, you cannot. You can be touched and know what it's like to have someone else touch you. You can experience those types of sensations. Will you know if your first experience isn't yourself? When somebody touch you, then you'll figure it out then. You won't know in advance, oh, I like my such and such touched. How do you know if you've never touched it? And that is typically my argument with men who don't encourage, won't participate in prostate stimulation. That is typically my offset with that, because you don't even know if you like it, fam. You should probably you should probably try it. And then there you go. Just don't talk about touching my butt. If that is what you like, most hetero men are extremely uncomfortable with prostate stimulation, or the thought of, or the exchange of, and I respect it. Some people you just don't test those kind of limits with. However, some people are a little more open to understanding that pleasure is pleasure, and how do you experience that, what that looks like, and that as long as you are with said partner, then participating in activities because they test the limits of social acceptance, don't label you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to label yourself restricted, and you definitely should not be discouraging yourselves as sexually explorative. Now, when we start crossing the lines of morality, then I'm going to encourage you to stay away from those types of behavior, because now you throwing your moral compass off, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. Be mindful of your moral compass. Keep it intact. And that's why we talk about consent, and we talk about acceptance off jump, because why? Those things so matter. They matter absolutely. And I want to make sure that that we all remember that, not just you, that we all remember that. Let me just double check this thing again and make sure everything looks good. Okay, good. I'm a little nervous. My internet is not being on my side. Let me see what the other questions that we got. So that was that. Let's now, y'all know I can talk. We can do this. I can spend a day going into detail. So don't be afraid to ask your questions. You can type them in and give us a direct engagement. You can call 414-885-4739. You can inbox me directly if you have questions, and or you can send me an email. But I want to try to make it so we have a right now engagement. Again, I want to thank you guys for spending time with me, spending time with us, and being open to this type of conversation, this um, little edgy discussion that we bring to the table around here on Headboard Conversations. Let me go to another question, and we'll see what we can get in. Now, I see a couple of y'all logged on, just sitting off in the cut watching. I appreciate that. I appreciate that completely. But it'd be so much nicer if you were talking with me. Let's see what we got. Let's see. So, whoa. See how this is a fall in right here. Right, but totally right behind what I just said. So the question is, what is this new trend with pegging men? does it make them homosexual? I inadvertently answered that question. That's so crazy because people always talk about that. Um, the idea of homosexuality is to to engage in sexual behavior with someone of the same sex. That is homosexuality. When you start experimenting with behaviors that are outside of tradition with um, between you and your mate, whether it's in a hetero situation, that doesn't change your sexuality unless you are participating in those activities with someone of the same sex. I know, I know. For some of y'all, that's just too close to the line. It's no worries. Don't do it. It's not for you. However, I'm gonna tell you right now, that prostate milking, if you ain't ever had it, sir, don't knock it. I'm just gonna throw it on out there. And so that's my question there. I look at that. Are sex toys emotionally healthy? So we all know that right now there is this crazy trend that just popping off all over the place with this magical little rose. Okay. And like these women are losing their shit behind this magical little rose. Now, one of them has like some type of flicking device on the tip of it. And so it also, so not only does it stimulate your clitoris, but it also, not it also stimulated with the licking, but it does the licking and sucking thing. Okay. And it rotates and creates a suction. It's a whole situation. Okay. And some people don't necessarily require it, but some people like a lot of activity happening in that area, and so they love it. Do I think it is emotionally healthy? I listen, I did just say that if you are single and you have not been intimate with another person, managing that type of tension, because if you are typically sexually active and then you stop, one of your natural releases for stress and tension, your need or desire for touch and engagement in that capacity becomes stifled, and it changes you, like literally chemically, because it triggers the pituitary gland, sets off your it's the serotonin, and creates this feel good experience. If you stop doing that to yourself, it's like stopping the drug. It's not a problem. However, we encourage here, we at Headboard Conversation encourage self pleasure, especially in times where your tensions are extremely high. If you have the ability to be intimate with your partner, and like you don't understand like the power of touch. It reduces stress. It prolongs your life. It makes you heart healthy. Um, all these dope things that come from touch. So of course, whether it's yourself or not, because we're talking about the body. Now the body knows the difference between my hand and someone else's hand, but this right here, whether I do it or not, you understand what I'm saying? This is still stimulation. You know what I mean? That's why it's okay to caress your shoulders, okay to touch yourself, touch wherever you're going to be touching, and then allow yourself to experience that stimulation. Don't use it as a substitute for people. That is a whole other area of psychological healing that is required. And then I would encourage you to seek some additional counseling or additional wellness, because I am not a therapist. Okay. I hope that answered your question, darling. Let me see. Let me see. Do women tolerate more from men? Oh, that's a good question. Let me get back to that really quickly. I'm trying to find it. Um, is this it? No, 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 no. Here it is. Do women tolerate more from men with good head or sex versus men with money? Yes. Yes. You can listen. Let me tell you now. I'm gonna look it up and read the actual definition because y'all know I want to make sure that I'm telling y'all the right and the right. You understand what I'm saying? Hold on a second. Where is it at? Okay, serotonin. Okay, serotonin. Okay, is a key hormone that stabilizes our moods, feelings of well-being, and happiness. Okay? I'm going to say that again. Serotonin is the key hormone that stabilizes our mood, feelings of well being, and happiness. This hormone impacts your entire body. It enables brain cells and other nervous system cells to communicate with each other. Okay? Serotonin also helps with sleeping, eating, and digestion. Listen to what I'm trying to explain to you. Okay? When we orgasm, when we are feeling good, when we're pleasing, like if somebody can set off that button, money can get close. Some people like to spend, you know what I'm saying, and stability and all those things. But a dude who is overflowing your serotonin cup, he probably getting away with a little bit more. I'm just saying, but it goes the other way around too. If your lover is, you know, a good lover, you know, you enjoy being with them, you love them, and you engage them or whatever, and then you have sex with someone who's more passionate, who kisses you more, who touches you differently. Those things trigger the amounts of serotonin that our body is releasing. I know this is sounding like a whole medical thing, but I want you to get it. They trigger, they set those sensors off, and if you like comparison, like money is good. But feelings, memories, muscle memory is a bitch. You understand what I'm saying? Triggering your body to engage that. Oh, yeah, he getting away with more, fam. He getting away more. Shamika Boss Lady Robinson said, "This rose is amazing." Oh, she said the rose. I said this like she got one. I'm assuming like she got one. Shamika Boss Lady Robinson said the rose is amazing. Cherie said, okay. And then Shamika also said, I can't wait to use the rose while a man is penetrating me. Baby, I think that's going to take me out. It may take you out. Quiet is kept. Depending on the angle that he's penetrating you when you're using it, it may take him out too. I know a lot of men are not comfortable with the vibrating sensation near their scrotum, or because it's too close to their butt, their anus. And but my thing is, if you don't want your actual prostate touched or milk, if you just lift your sack a little bit, that little space right there is on the other side of it. Apply a little pressure. You know what I'm saying? Apply a little pressure and put a little vibe on that mug and get your life. It's gonna make you uncomfortable because you might feel a little vulnerable at first. Something in an intimate situation. You know what I'm saying? If you all stiffed up and in nervins, don't do that. Don't do that. Be chill. Be relaxed. Taking the moment, taking all the scents, all the smells, all your senses. Excuse me. The colors that's in the room, the smells. I mean, I don't know how some of y'all go into them houses. I see them houses, the mattress on the floor, and everything smell and look a certain. Look. I know when you want it, and you gotta have it. You gotta have it, and you be willing to do sometimes. But it's like eating food just because. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother. Hey, Cullen Ali Carey is in the building. Cute side. Because you deserve it. Cal L. Gates says, is there a difference between coming and orgasm for a goddess? Or as verbiage, are they interchangeable? Some people make them interchangeable, if I can address that. Some people make it interchangeable, but they are not the same. They are definitely not the same, as well as what set of nerves creates the orgasm is not the same. Okay. So some people can only only reach or a true orgasm with clitoral stimulation. Some people need to have their labia stimulated. Some people will move their labia because they don't like the way the rubbing feels and will only want the inner walls rubbed. It's all kinds of nerve endings there. So it's about finding the set that gives you the feeling that maximizes pleasure for you. Um, if your vagina can be wet, you can come all day long, literally. Orgasm is just not as easy to achieve unless you have access to those particular nerves that would create that for you. And that is the straight up truth. There are multiple kinds of orgasm. How you get there, how which set of nerves, man. Listen, people say, I just want to come. Okay, I don't want to just come. I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't. I want the whole. I want the whole. Oh, otherwise I'm wasted. I'm not. Let me take that back. If I'm masturbating for an orgasm. I will have sex and come and be satisfied. I will be overjoyed if I have an orgasm. And I hope that answered your question. Again, the number is 414-885-4739. That's area code 414-885-4739. I get to remind y'all now, this is Headboard Conversations. I am Madam Trice. No, I am not a licensed therapist. I do a lot of studying. And I think that understanding the power of communication, and especially in regards to intimacies, it just relieves so much relationship stress. And you know what I mean? The key said the rose. Do I need to play Aretha Franklin for you, Key? I think I need to play some Aretha Franklin for you. Cause a rose is still a rose. Baby girl, you're still a flower. Yeah, no. Look at you, the rose, the dang gone rose. You know what? I'm not concerned. I'm the girl. Just don't love it more than the real thing. Let me see, whatever. Then another question that I got, and again, today's session is called Ask Trees, Ask Madam Trees. So you can post your comments in you can post your question in the comments. You can give us a call at 414-885-4739. You can inbox me directly. You can text the phone number at the 414-885-4739. The point is to get you guys talking, get you comfortable with whatever exchange. We're not in class, we're engaging. I might have a couple answers. Ask me whatever you like. Again, we can talk about general questions and we can get to some personal questions. It's all on you. It's all on you. Hey, okay, sorry. The another question is, if a man performs oral sex on you, do you owe him one? Woo wee. Okay, listen. Before I answer that. Now I know it's a couple people on, and I see y'all commenting or whatever the case. I need y'all to answer that one for me before I do, fellas. I know Cal is there. I know Cullen is here. Don't make me go on and scroll through and find out exactly who is here. All I'm saying is the question is, if a man performs oral sex on you, do you owe him one? What's up, Mate? Of all the things, of all the times to answer. Yes, indeed. Oh my gosh. Keith Madison said the rose, a dang rose. Vante Jones chimed in immediately. Absolutely. Shame. You should call and talk to me about that. I got questions, Vante. Sharice Holloman says 68, fam. 68. Ooh, I'm gonna tell you right now, don't do nothing for Vante says 70. 70. So what you mean by that? What do you mean 70, Vante? Keith Madison says, nope, sometimes it's your birthday every single day. Oh, I love y'all. Cherie says, depends on how good the treats were. Don't mind my laughing, y'all. I promise you. Lorena jumped in. She said, nope, especially if it wasn't pleasing. Vante said, a 2 for 1. Is that what you said? 2 for 1? Gary, Gary jumped back in. Hey, Gary, how you doing? He said, I'm back, you all. Hey, Gary. 2 for 1, Vante? Explain. Explain. So if you do me, then I do you, then you get to do me again. Is that what you're saying? Everybody don't need all that. Everybody don't need it all. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna say this, and I'll be comfortable with saying that this is my personal opinion. Don't do anything for me and require, like, because you expecting that I'm gonna do something back. You get what I'm saying? Nope. Nope. If now, mind you, if I want to, you get what I'm saying? If I want to do it, I'm gonna get down, because not because I got to, but because I want to. You understand what I'm saying? And you probably would not want me to do it if I don't want to do it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, personally, don't put your mouth on me if I don't look like a snack. And I'm that's just a straight up, like, when you see me or see it, you don't be like, yeah, I need to eat all it. I need to do that. Whether it's because you just like the taste of it, because you want to, because you like, oh, I just need to make her feel like whatever. If are you, oh man, I guess I just go in and eat her pussy real quick. I'm gonna eat her pussy. Sir, keep that. Keep it. I don't want it. And I'm gonna tell you right now, because I'm not a have to oral girl, baby. You bet your stroke game got to be on fire. You got to do something straight up. Because when I want to, I want to be able to do it. And if you are undeserving, sir, goodbye. Double blink, goodbye. Let me roll back up and catch some of these comments. I see y'all jumping in. I appreciate y'all. Hey, B Trizzo, Bobby Drake is in the building. He said you got to do it for the love of it, or no tally, both ways too. You understand? Vante said, I'm requesting. What are you requesting, Vante? Gary said, I'm a giver. Good job, Gary. Come on, friend. Come on now. That's what I'm talking about. Sharice said, right. Make me want to give you the business. Please, sir. Please, sir. Make me want to change. Do what they say, do your best. Do your best. Cause why not? I'm about to do mine. Baby. That when I, trust me, if when I engage my significant other, my partner, orally, and we're talking about that, the life, sir. If I'm having sex with you, we going to have, we going in. I'm not having sex with nobody whose penis I don't want to put in my mouth. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. And if you don't want to put your mouth on me, you don't have to, because it's not a requirement for me. But if you don't feel like you comfortable putting your mouth on me, then we shouldn't have sex. That's me in my personal opinion. That's just Madam Trice. I think that this is just underservicing the experience. We getting too old to be playing games. Y'all already out here having casual sex. So if you having casual sex, why are you not enjoying it? That's like eating food only for sustenance. At this age, who is doing it? Do you understand? At this age, who's just eating because, well, I guess I'm gonna eat some food today. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're unable to enjoy the other parts of it. No, the smell, the taste, the presentation, the visual, the whole 9 yards. If I'm putting it in my mouth, I need the whole shebang, fam. The whole shebang. And I want you to feel that way about me as well. And if you don't pull your mouth over here. Cause now you're just gonna piss me off. And that's just, listen, I'm gonna take my glasses off so you can see in my face, see in my eyes. I'm trying to tell you. Don't do it because you be done pissed somebody off. Okay, that's the most frustrating thing. And I'm gonna tell you, I know it's a lot of women out here that's being really kind to these men. A lot of women out here that's sending these brothers on their way, and after they done lacklustered the penis on folks, they done lacklustered all kind. This so not. Listen, now I'm not saying that all women got bomb JJs. I don't sleep with women. Okay, that's just Madam Trice. I'm going to advise you to be mindful. Let me see. She said, Cherie said, yes, keep it. Vante said, oh, I'm putting my mouth on you. Cherie said, okay, okay. Yes. Laughing my ass out. I'm just kind of trying to be honest. Just trying to be honest, trying to keep it 100, keep it clean. Yes, everything lackluster, mama. Play these games. None of these games at all. Okay, what you Gary said, I'm gonna eat that back end too. Well, come on, Gary. Eat what you must. And welcome to Headboard Conversations in this bitch. Yes. If that's your preference, just make sure it's clean. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes people clean themselves and don't clean themselves wholly. That's unfortunate. You understand what I'm saying? You might miss a spot. You might miss a spot. Oh, let me see what we got here. Yes. Okay, do you prefer a man to be shaved bald around his dick? Personally, if you can remove all of your hair, that's my preference. That's because nobody likes this. If you see the video, you hear me, you can that right there. Nobody. Nope. I don't know anybody, man or woman. And I know as we get older, some people like, man, we ain't doing all of that. Or older men, I don't want to date no girl that don't have no hair because I don't want to feel like I'm with someone that's too young. Whatever, listen, whatever you got to do to get right, I feel you on that. However, if I plan, this is me personally, again, Madam Trice, if I'm experiencing you orally, I need to go all the way in, fam. I want it all. I want to put my mouth on all the pieces. This a whole connection, all the joints, all the sound. But you understand what I'm saying? If I have to do that, I feel hindered and or restricted if I gotta. I know you can't see me picking the hair off my tongue on the video. If you're not watching, if you're listening on Blow Radio, just imagine that. And if listen, you know the sound. Look at Khalil said that sound effect though. Don't get me wrong, you don't gotta cut it. Be well groomed, okay? Just be well groomed. If you can't comb it, don't comb it. Brush it. Keep it groomed so it's low enough that you don't have a whole bunch of shedding hair. Because I mean, if you want somebody to be kind to you, don't get me wrong. I know some women and men who like okay, Keidra, sorry. Who like a musk smell. And I have to say musk because not stank musty, but prefer that you smell like the day when they give you pleasure orally. I say I know some people. I'm not those some people. Now, depending on who my partner is, how long we've been together, whatever the case may be, it don't got to be fresh out the shower. But I don't want to. Y'all know I got the sensitive tongue and a weak stomach, and I'd be like, "Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?" Vante said, "Use hair jam, and then we'll all be sick." Vante, hair jam, hair. We'll all be sick. We'll all be sick. Clean it. You understand what I'm saying? That's just me. And if you don't want to shave it all the way down, personally, I want to be able to get at it, the whole thing, all of it, ups and downs, ins and outs, the little cracks between the leg where your leg joint is. I want to be able to get all up in there. And if I got or even worse, and sisters, y'all know what I'm talking about. If and fellas, I'm sure that some of y'all have experienced this, what have you, when you're pleasuring orally, because it's loose hairs and all this is happening, hands and mouth and everything, whatever the case may be, and you getting down and all that shit is happening. Let me show y'all real quick. So you got the cup happening, you got all this loose hands happening, and all this stuff. Don't worry about how my hands is moving, y'all. you getting all this stuff going down. And hair get caught up in the motion. Now you got a piece of hair that done slid up and then all the moisture and it then wet up and now you got a piece of hair on the actual shaft or on the tip of the penis and while you're giving head and it goes in your mouth. And now you got I feel like a cat. You know what I'm talking about? That's what, you know what I'm saying? And you don't want to break up the monotony of the moment. Gag. Damn it. My bad. Get them shits out of there. Okay? Does that answer your question? Vante said, oh, you getting freaky. I'm just answering the questions. I'm answering the question. Welcome to Headboard Conversations. Live on blowradio.com. You are tuned in also to Facebook Live, our group, I Am Just Patrice, Headboard Conversations, Just Patrice, blowradio.com, Headboard Conversations on YouTube, and I Am Just Patrice on YouTube. Check it out, y'all. Go. Unless he liked the gag. Now he might like the gag. I ain't got a problem with the gag. I got a problem with the piece of hair that's stuck. It's irritating. Okay? It's irritating. I feel like Blaze caught up in the cycle. Yeah, shout out to my homegirl Blaze. Get that shit out of there, fam. Okay, now some people like the gag. I'm not against the gag. I just want to say that out loud again. I'm just saying, some people are stimulated by that. The idea, apparently, that his penis or his dick is being shoved down your throat and it's causing you the inability to swallow and or breathe and or that it's blocking your breath. Like when you say it like that, I'm like, Patrice, why are you ruining it? I'm not trying to ruin it. Just saying the facts. Just speaking the facts. You got a whole lodged item down the back of the flesh item that can actually swell or decrease as it's stuck is in the middle of your throat. Could you imagine? Now you're gonna block off my trachea and my larynx. That's just selfish. I don't mind it. I'm just saying it's selfish. All right, let's get back to these questions. Again, you're welcome to call in 414-885-4739 or you can just comment on the page here and or inbox me. You understand what I'm saying? Jeez, the description. I'm just saying, though. Is that why you playing with that rose, Key? Don't play with the rose. Let me see. Have you ever asked your partner to watch you masturbate? Okay, right. It's the subscription for me. Hey, listen, I'm just keeping it 100. So, ladies and gentlemen that are logged on, I thank you for engaging with us. The question right now that we're addressing is: have you ever asked your partner to watch you masturbate? Cherie said that dangling thing in the back of my throat looking ass. Oh snap! You do understand where I'm going with that. You do understand that exactly. It's a description for me. Let's see what we have here. Sharice answered the question. She says yes. Gentlemen, don't act like I don't see y'all on here. Do not make me call your name out. The question is: have you ever asked your partner to watch you masturbate? Yes, I have, and I've been asked. So, now, like I said, I'm gonna give y'all a couple more seconds. A couple of y'all just kind of dangling around in the background, hanging out, or whatever the case may be. And I've asked to watch. Okay, Sharice, come on. That's my girl. Come on, engage me. Engage me one time. I'm just saying, there's nothing wrong. I got so many questions here. I'm loving y'all for all these ask Madam Trice. You nasty. Who nasty? You Vante? You scared. How about that? You ever ask your partner, Sharice, let me see you touch it. What you say? Come on, pa. Let me just snap that up one time. Let me see you touch it, baby. Yes, please. Please. In person, over the phone. Give me, we got a video. I need to see. Yes, please. Yes, please. Cal, Gage, I want you to answer a question, please, Cal. And then I'm going to read your question as well. He says, if you orgasm every time you have sex with your partner, how many times a week would be requested? I don't know. It depends on the person. You know, not everybody want to orgasm multiple times a day throughout the day. I'm gonna tell you now, some of that this is you be tired. That's just me. It's just me. Hold on 1 second. Let me keep my TV on. Look at that. Look at that. Look how I'm losing my TV. Look at that. I gotta make sure all of my stuff is staying on. Oh, I almost lost it, guys. Okay. Anywho, let me see if I can get it and to get it back into the place. Okay, there we go. Let me see. Let me see. Cal said for me once a day. Of course, I personally, if we could have sex every day, at least once a day, that's good. Depending on how I'm feeling, depending on how much I enjoy it. Like if it's good, I'm probably want to do it a lot. I'm 46. Sheree said, "Put me to sleep. Come on now, wake me up. You so crazy, Sharice." I love it. Vante said, "Okay." He said, "Oh, I've watched before. Quite interesting. Have you ever done it though, Vante? Have you ever been the entertainer for your mate? Have you ever done them?" Um, Let me see. Sharice said, "We ain't got to run no marathon though. Not every day, all the time." Sheree said Vante Jones sometimes. You understand? You understand? Mm-mm. Vante said, "Not yet. You haven't done it yet for your partner. Okay. You should try it. I hear it's an exhilarating experience." Ooh, y'all are tuned into Headboard Conversations. I'm your host, Madam Trice. This is blowradio.com, and I'm so glad you guys are here. We are having some open discussion about sexuality, intimacies, and today's topic is Ask Madam Tree. So we asking questions, and I'm providing all of my bestest answers. Now, again, we got a series of questions here. We have questions available. People are asking on the wall. You can call in directly and ask a question. You can hit me up anonymously and ask questions. You can ask personal questions of me directly, or we can talk about questions in a roundabout way, and then we'll get to it. So let's see what else questions we got on this list here. Is there a right or a wrong way to approach the anal sex convo? In my personal opinion, the only wrong way to approach it is to do it without permission. That is my personal opinion. The only wrong way to have a conversation. I mean, you don't just kick the door in while they're using the bathroom, be like, "Hey, let me clean that out so I can go on up in that." If your partner can handle that, then let them do it. You understand what I'm saying? In my personal opinion and professionally, I would say never just ram yourself into anyone's ass and then ask later. That is as fucked up. Sheree said, "Get dead fucked up." It ain't just me. That's serious. That's a whole thing. Like the tissues back there are so sensitive and so thin. Like if you rip this, it's a membrane. You know what I'm saying? Like a little fine layer of skin with all these nerves and shit on it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, listen, that was a pun. I ain't do that on purpose. The nerves and shit. I didn't mean that. I mean, you understand what I'm saying? You're right. Cherie said, "Don't Nike it. Please don't. Don't just do it. Have the conversation." Um, Vante said, "Whoa, let me clean that out." Listen, some people are, very forthcoming about their things. But very forthcoming about that. Bobby Jake said, "Let me clean that out." Yes. You should definitely like, I know some people just want to naturally get into the swing of anal, but it's like, for it to be sanitary, And I don't want to say safe, because safe as in to prevent the spread of bacteria that don't belong in other areas, to prevent having to ruin all your sheets and shit. I said it again, they mean it like that, but you get my point. You should plan anal, unless you just do an enema regularly and remove excess feces from your canal, which I'm not taking an enema every other day just so you can keep humping me in my butt. That's just me though. If it's a part of our lifestyle, then I'm hoping that on a regular basis, you get what I'm saying, that when you are planning to be intimate with your partner, that you are preparing for anal sex to prevent the spread of unnecessary, or to prevent the spread of harmful bacteria into places it does not belong. I don't know, ATM. Like, there should not be fecal matter in your mouth, okay? Especially if you plan to go back down on your significant other orally. You get what I'm saying? I'm a firm believer. Please don't lick my ass and then lick my pussy. Okay? Don't do that. Okay? Okay? All right. Then we could be bestest pals. Do not lick my ass and then lick my pussy. That's not okay. Okay? Now you cross contaminated and I'm gonna want to fight. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me see what other question. Could you see yourself in a relationship that allowed you to be with someone else? I'm gonna give y'all a second to answer that. Could you see yourself in a relationship that allowed you to be with someone else? Okay, that's what I'm saying. They like right now. Key said, "I'm going back. I'm not going back there. I just started sleeping in the dark, and I don't like the woods. Nope." Well, well, that's a good safe thing. Would you allow someone to go back there on you though, Key? I know. Good question. Cherie said, "Never okay. It's never okay. Never. Absolutely. Please don't. Twice. Don't." Okay. Let me see what else we got. So that is the question. Could you be in a relationship that allowed you to be with someone else? I'm assuming that it means that they were okay with intimacies outside of that. Key said, "No thanks. LOL." Mm-hmm. Okay. So I would consider it. I would definitely consider it. And this again is Madam Trice's answer. My answer ain't your answer. It's okay. That is my answer. Okay. Anybody else want to answer that question before I move on? Before y'all set yourselves up for the okie doke? No, no, nobody. Okay, I'm gonna give you a second. Let me see. What else they got here? What is the deal with not telling your partner what you want if you complain about not getting what you want sexually? Okay, let me see. What is the deal with not telling your partner what you want if you complain about not getting what you want? That is why we have headboard conversations. That is exactly why I do the show. I think that there are too many people who are in sexual relationships that are not fully satisfied, who figure out a way to get by. And I think the lack of opportunity to truly explore pleasure, the lack of opportunity to truly explore being satisfied is foregoed. Is that right? That we forego that experience, the opportunity, the pleasure, the moment, the the lifelong journey. We kick into the rocks for love. We kick into the rocks for other people, putting our significant others ahead of ourselves, and then you end up with cheating husbands. cheating wives, cheating boyfriends, cheating girlfriends, cheating whatever, because they don't want to lose you. They love you. They want to be with you. They want to commit. They want everything, that everything is beautiful. They are just not fulfilled. And it's some people who don't feel like they have to take the time to try to offer any kind of exchange of fulfillment. Like, it's some people who don't want to satisfy their partners. I don't, for the life of me, why people would think that that's okay. Like, that's some of the most selfish shit I've ever heard. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. If you love me, well, okay, you're right. I love you enough to not make you do any of those things. And I also love me enough to not spend the rest of my life with somebody who is unable. Not that you just flat out ain't doing it. You nigga, I ain't better do it. I understand what you're looking for. I hear what you want. I follow you on that. But I ain't going. I ain't gonna do it. That's kind of like me and my chicken legs, fam. No, no, no. Not this. Oh, my whole face is. Oh, not the smell of it. Not the. I ain't doing it. Okay. Okay. That's my answer. You guys are willing. I know you're gonna. The delay is there, so I'm gonna give you some time to answer as well. But I'm gonna go on to the next question, and hope that we go here. Kal-El said, if you don't give head, you got to be okay with me getting it somewhere else. That's 100. I don't got to be okay with it. I just got to be okay that you, I just have to understand the fact that we might not be together. Because if we're in a relationship, and excuse me, if we're in a monogamous relationship, a relationship where we've agreed on monogamy, and that comes, and you know that that's not what I do, why would you be in a relationship with me and I'm not sucking dick if that's what you like? Why would you do that to yourself? Don't be in a relationship with nobody if you like getting head. Don't do it. Cherie said, I'm just saying I like treats. She like treats. You can't be mad at that. I'm not mad at it. I'm not doing it. If there are things that I like, and I mean, you got to think about it. If you're talking about what's the way out, right? What's most important? I'm happiness. Do you understand that? Joy. The rest of my life in bliss, and it's not just sexual. When I'm stifled in my sexuality, stifled in the space of intimacy, then guess where I'm stifled at? I'm stressed out. I probably got a stank ass attitude. I'm tripping all the time. I'm not pleased. Nobody wants to be in a relationship with that. I'm gonna tell you right now. Nobody does. No, nobody does. Don't do it. Thank you, Cal. I appreciate that. Glad to be able to answer the question. I hope that we're helping one another. Teresa, I'm just saying I like treats. I love that. Let me see. How long have you actually gone before you tapped out in bed? Okay. I don't know if that means like in adult years. When I was younger, I held in there for quite a bit, quite a bit. What about you guys? Like, how long? What's the longest time? You know, you got down. Okay, that's a good question. I'm gonna let y'all get to that, and I'm gonna look at this whenever. Whew. Yes, indeed. Okay, I see you. Okay, I got these other questions coming in. I see y'all. I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. We got a little time. Whatever. Cal said 3 hours, 4 rounds. You came 4 times in 3 hours. Yeah, I wish you should have been here for that one question. One show was having four. You came 4 times in 3 hours. 1, 2, 3. Did the fourth one hurt? I'm asking that because I had did a research and I had asked some questions, and I was told that by the time you come to your third nut, it's uncomfortable. And number 4 ain't comfortable at all. You'll do it and you be like, ah. But if you do it anyway, that's the noise that dude made when we was talking about it. I was like, oh, come with me in these sound effects, y'all. Come with me. 3 hours, 4 rounds. When I was young, I had sex one time for 7 hours, or a couple times actually, for like 7 hours. Like it was literally 7 hours. Lube was used. Okay. 7 hours. I was like, this dude crazy. Oh, so it started hurting after 2. Drake said the sound effects tonight. Listen. Mm-hmm. I need a new glass, but I got a name for this drink I'm making out. It's called the Queen's Green Apple Lemonade. Okay? The Queen's Green Apple Lemonade. Okay? Inbox me, I'll give you the recipe. Cherie said, man, listen, you know how you be in that Twilight type of dozing off where it's damn near impossible to lie. He was trying to go. I said, get that shit away from me. I'm not sure how long or how many times I was done. He said, these sound effects are giving me life. Listen, said, Goddess Nectar sounds better. If Goddess Nectar is not in this glass, I wouldn't be drinking Goddess Nectar, but I would drink the Queen's Green Apple Lemonade. Goddess Nectar sounds like my vagina juice. Now, if you would like some Goddess Nectar, I got a couple. I could put it in a cup. Not literally. I don't mind me, y'all. I'm just saying. Okay, so let me go on to the next question before I get in trouble. Let me see. He said my mouth just got watery. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. How long? It says Sharice laughing. He said, "Do it." Okay, let me see. How many have had sex in more than? Okay. Okay. So this is what I'm gonna do. Okay. Look, I'm gonna save that one. I got that question. I'm gonna save it because I want to do a drawing at about 10 to 12. Okay, we'll do a giveaway because y'all been so good with all these questions. And on that, I said in his delicioso in my Dora voice. I'm so mad at you, Cal. You stupid dude. All right, we got some more questions. I'm gonna save this one. I like this one. I think I'm gonna do a poll and right closer to the close, y'all, and see how many of you guys are still with me to be able to do a giveaway. I got a couple of HBC grab bags that I'd like to give away. In the HBC grab bag, I believe there are different things in different bags. Some have multiple stuff. Some have only a couple, 2 or 3 things. Some have a lot of it. So there's water based and silicone lube. There are condoms. There is JPA miniature size massage, JPA elevated miniature size massage oil. There is what did I say? Oh, the mini pocket vibes. So it's like a bullet basically, except no cord, just a remote vibe. Of course, a bunch of other little things, some stuff to eat on, and or not, things like that. So I'm gonna give away a grab bag or 2 at 10 minutes to the hour. And we'll go from there. Again, you are locked on to blowradio.com for Headboard Conversations. It's your girl, Madam Trice. And I'm hanging out with you guys. I got some great questions here tonight for the show. Ask Madam Trice. And you guys are showed up with some really, really, really good questions. Okay, so I got a couple more and I want to, whoa. Okay. Ask this. Okay. If you are in a long distance relationship, what are some things to keep your relationship going and staying spiced up? Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, if you are in a long distance relationship, what are some things to keep your relationship going and stay spiced up? I'm gonna give y'all a second to answer that, and then I will participate. It's enough for y'all to answer that question. It would be so much easier if you just called in 414-885-4739. You're welcome to call. I want to hear your voice. 414-885-4739. Okay. That yeah. If you are in a long distance relationship, now mind you, we are speaking. Um, it's actively happening. Don't give me the I'm not doing no long. Don't do that part. How do you keep the relationship going and staying spiced up? Okay. Cherie Solomon said, you better hit that FaceTime. What's the okay, iPhone people. My bad. I'm still trying to get even used to the language. FaceTime. I'm gonna get an iPhone just because I feel like I need to know what that experience of FaceTime is. I don't really. I'm really team Android. Okay, guys. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Okay. Question, sirs. Yes. Okay. If you're in a long distance relationship, Cal, Key, Cherise, let me start calling folks out. Vante, I know you're still there. I'm just saying, I see y'all logged on, all in headboard conversations. That's what I'm talking about. Come on and represent the brand, y'all. So she's okay. Duo on Android. Oh, okay. I never used that. I'm gonna try it though. Hmm. Okay. So yeah, I almost never use. I'm on it. I try to get all of the opportunities. Give me. Oh, I got a call coming in. Give me 1 minute, caller. I see that you have logged on. I'm trying not to spill my Queen's apple lemonade. Hold on one moment, please. Let me see if I can get this right. Thank you for logging on to blowradio.com. You are tuned into Headboard Conversations. I'm your host, Madam Trice, and caller, you are on the air. How can I help you?
So to answer your question,
Mm,
how do you keep things spiced up in a long distance relationship?
yes.
First off, I would say be sexual, which means you gotta fuck my mind before you get to my body.
Okay.
So in a long distance relationship, that's easy. Stimulate me. I don't have to see titties and pussy and all that shit through FaceTime or phones or any of that. We can connect on a sensual, intimate level without it being sexual. You got to make me want you so that when I do get my hands on you, it's over.
Okay. So, what if you've already had sex?
Oh, then reliving the experiences we've already made together as detailed as possible. Like, oh yeah, the last time when I, took my time and just go really like I kissed the right lip and then the left lip and then the clit and then I licked in the bit and just get really
Graphic.
detailed
Okay.
with it.
Okay.
Well, graphic, I guess graphic is a word.
Well, I mean, detail, graphic, same thing. Yeah, I feel you. In depth, I get you whatever. Mante Jones said, "Wait, no titties, nothing." Vante, we still working on getting you to masturbate, not by yourself. So how do you feel about sharing masturbatorial behaviors via video?
I've never done that, so I mean, I'm not against it. I'm not gonna knock it until I try it, but I've never done that.
Cherie said, "Now I'm gonna need to see something too." Now, is this okay? So this do y'all need to see something if y'all have never been if even if y'all have never been sexual? Could you be in a relationship with someone that you've never been sexual with in a long distance relationship that you've never been sexual with?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, relationships don't always have to be based off of sex, and just because we've had sex, that doesn't solidify. I mean, you could have sex with someone for 2 years, and then the longest relationship could fail in 3 weeks afterwards. So the actual act of it doesn't solidify or take away from it. So it isn't a necessity, so to speak.
Okay. Could you So you could be in a relationship. Earlier you said that if you're not gonna suck my dick, then or you don't do that, you don't do oral, then you should let me be with somebody who's going to let me. Do you feel like that? Is that a necessity?
Is oral a necessity?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Because I'm orally fixated and I'm going to be down there as often as possible. So, and it isn't like a tit for tat like the first question. Like if I give it, you have to give it back. But kind of match my vibe.
Okay. All right. Look, these cats want to see something. I think Vante and Sharice want to see all the live videos. They like show me. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, I can see that. So keep you stimulated mentally, right?
Absolutely.
Sharice said airline tickets $20. He better come get this. Would you fly to him, Sharice? Would you fly to him? Vante asked, "Are you getting cyberhead?"
Ask again.
He says, "So you getting cyberhead, bro?" I don't know what that means, so we can ask him to be clear on that, please, and we can figure that out. I hate this little hissing thing in the phone. It's driving me nuts. You know the cord it's got that hum in it and I can't take it as you know I'm not an engineer but my little ear sensitive. Cherie says sure. Okay, that's nice. Okay, I dig that. I dig that. So I like the fact that it's not always about just a physical thing with you. So you build a relationship based on what?
Oh, it's vibe first. It's energy first. That's what I feel out the gate. And you can feel energy through, FaceTime or things like that. But yeah, it isn't built or solidified. It doesn't take away or add to the physical aspect of it. It isn't solely based on that in any way. But I mean, once you have it, then it's different, absolutely. And then craving and pH balances and energies mixing and soul ties and all of that goes into it. But yeah, it doesn't necessarily make or break it.
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that insight. I think that's a good feed. I think some people are afraid of long distance relationships, and because they need to physically engage, like it needs to happen. You know, like I need to touch, like, and a lot of people because we talked about the serotonin earlier, and how it triggers, that muscle memory. You know what I mean? Like you need to have it. It requires a reputation. I think that once you do that then now you're trying to figure out how to get to each other. Like Cherie said, you flying here and there. How far would you travel for it, Cal?
Oh, well, I mean, us living in Milwaukee, I mean, New York is 1,000 miles away. California is about 1,500. So 2 hour flight ain't shit.
Look at that. Are you a romantic?
Oh, I'm a hopeless romantic.
Like,
I mean, if I fly to New York, I'm trying to beat you there before you get off of work. So there's rose petals leading from the door to the bathtub, so you can soak real quick after a long day of work, and then I'm gonna do what I do.
I had to drink my drink. So that takes a lot of thought. That's like, are you extreme? That's extremely thoughtful. Look, Sharice, like, yes. That's because I'm like I had to pause with the smirk, like that's thoughtful as hell.
Well, I mean,
I'm gonna
like you
fly
said,
in
like,
before you get off. Say
oh
less.
yeah, have candles lit and the whole nine. Have your landlord let me in, and I mean, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it big. And they just say, hey, well, bad, thank you. I'm back on a flight after. Like, I'm gonna make it memorable so they can hold you over for the next 2 or 3 weeks before I do it again.
That was my next question, and you kind of answered, but you alluded to it, whatever. How often do you think that someone should? How often do you think? What's what I'm looking for? How often should you see someone or try to see someone if you're in a long distance relationship? Like how frequently?
That wouldn't depend on. It would depend on our schedules. Like if she's busy, if she's always working, if she's because as I mentioned before in other things. When I'm not having sex, I'm turning that into productive energy. So if we're going 3 or 4 weeks without having sex, but she's at work and she's killing it and she's doing, it it's basically, it depends on how often we require it. But me, if I stay busy, I'm good. But if you're like, hey babe, I need it, so every couple weeks or whatever the case is, it's really based on her, not me.
Okay. Sharice is loving in the NYC vibe for sure. You get what I'm saying? She like, yes, these New York cats. And then Montaigne gave me the shock look face. What's that face, Montaigne? Then she
How
said,
should we
gotta
know I'm
love it.
from the How should we know I'm from the Bronx? She just
Appa-
picks up on that.
Apparently so. She like them New York cats. Apparently so. She said New York do it big with capital letters. Montaigne said twice a month. Sharice also said at least every couple months. Then Ty Randolph, what it do? Ty come in and he said, hell going on here. I'm just getting in. What it do, Pete? What's happening? Montaigne says, she come see me and I come see her. I like that. I like that. I would definitely put in the effort to get to him as well as I know that, as long as I know that he's making the effort to come to get to me. You get what I'm saying? Nobody, especially when you pushing your little, you pushing the extra mile. We talking about thousands of miles away. You know what I'm saying? Don't make somebody feel like it's all on them. You know what I mean? If we doing this and we're in this relationship, then I think you got to work a little harder for balance, not a tip for tap, but for balance. You get what I'm
No,
saying?
absolutely, absolutely.
And
And
Sharice said her ex is from New York.
okay, no
He
worries.
said she got the inside track. Yes, yes. Okay, did you want to add anything else to that before we go to the next question, hon?
Not at all, beautiful. Just wanted to answer that.
Appreciate it. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate you, Cal.
Thank you for having me.
Indeed. Sharice said she's spoiled. Come on, girl. She said she was spoiled. That's all I'm talking about. Okay, so then the next, so I agree with that. I think you can do to keep the relationship going, along this relationship going. I think that you have to be, especially if you are. I'm a creative, so I never want to do things that everybody else is doing. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm down with video intimacy. I'm down with creating situations that speak to the things that'll make them keep missing me. So if it's sending you something that has a certain scent on it, or making sure that I'm, whether it's letters, and I know people don't do letters because all of this email and text message and shit, but I'm talking a handwritten, nice ass, you know what I'm saying, something, or something sent to you the same way. Like, it's no problem if you at work and you doing what you're doing, whatever. Uber Eats is a thing long distance. I can order food and have it sent to you. I can have something delivered to your job, or if you're working from home, you get what I'm saying? I can do things that will let you know that I'm thinking of you. Constantly do things to stay connected as best as we can, especially if we're sharing intimacy. If we've been physically intimate, then I want to be able to keep you connected to that feeling. So if we video sexing, if we texting or sexting, all of those things, and definitely, I'm coming to see you, and I definitely want you to come and see me. Like I want to do those types of things. And I think that keeping in mind that I don't require to see you every day, all day anyway. Waiting 2 weeks to see you could be too long. If I want to touch you, I want to smell you, I want to kiss you, you get what I'm saying, and those things. So I'm gonna make it happen as frequently as I can until the distance becomes too great, and then we got to figure out how we're gonna be in the same place. That's just my take on it. Cherie said he would do stuff like tell me to take the laptop to CPK. I'm going here in Florida and I'll buy you lunch. That's so sweet. That is so sweet. Okay. And that they would go to they basically what she says, they would meet into the same at the same restaurant in two different locations and do a video chat, so they would be having lunch together. That's thoughtful as hell. Sharice Solomon said, yep, absolutely. Ty said, yes, I got flight benefits. It's nothing to get to Bay. That's That's what I'm talking about. I mean, but even if you don't, the way the world's set up right now, just some advanced planning is works just fine. Um, uh, what are some great sex moves for men to get their woman to have the best orgasm? I think that everybody's vagina is different. Um, yeah, she said, and he could pay for it. That's so sweet. I think that everybody's vagina is different, and that you should be mindful of how your partner's vagina is quote unquote set up. Is her clitoral is her clitoris more sensitive than her labia? Is the inside of her vagina more sensitive than her labia? Like, where are the most sensitive parts to her stimulus? To create the stimulus that she needs, and then flip her ass around till you find it. Or if she knows, if you're inside of her a certain way, I'm always people always want to do the extra stuff. Don't get me wrong. I want you to lay on your side with my leg across your back. You get what I'm saying? If you laid this way and I'm laid this way and we crossing each other like the bacon strap grid, you understand what I'm talking about? And you want it as long as you get in it, or as long as I'm together and you own me in whatever angle that you are inside of me, and we're enjoying one another. I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? I want you in. I want you deep. I want you connected to me, the whole 9 yards. How and ever. And I'm a firm believer in this. I said this: if you like legitimately like the person that you are with, not just about trying to get a nut off or have them come, to not just getting off. If you legitimately like the person that you are being intimate with, and they are passionate about touching you, they care about making you feel a certain kind of way. When they kiss you, you can feel it. All of these things come into place, like all your senses on deck. You can smell their pheromones. You can taste their skin. You can taste it on their skin. You can feel it when they touch you, when they grab you, and I'm gonna tell you the most intimate position, maybe not the best for everybody, the most intimate position is missionary. And a lot of people shy away from that because now you gotta look me in my face, now we gotta kiss, now we gotta, it's like all these things right here. But if, like, we can be in other angles and getting it, no problem. I can be on top of you, getting it, you on top, whatever the case may be, sideways, upside down, backwards, doggy style, hanging upside of the bed, bent over the what's that? The nightstand, over the couch, what the however we getting it. You get what I mean? But if with my legs around you, I'm just gonna say in an intimate one on one, what is that? Missionary. Now I can look at you. Now I'm forced to be engaged in you, not just in the physical capacity, but we have to connect mentally. We have to. Our energies have to lock. They have to. Oh, now okay. So we also have triple penetration. I mean triple stimulation. So not only is the inside of the vagina being stimulated, the outside of the labia are being stimulated, the clitoris is being stimulated, like all the other senses. My breasts are exposed, so now you can stimulate that part of me, my neck, my lips, like everything like is right here and accessible, unless you a short guy. But nonetheless, I'm right here. I'm accessible. Your hands can grab my ass. I can grab your back. I can pull you in. Like, all this is happening right here. And it's something you can't do all of those things. You can't like fully engage me, lock into me in any other position than face on. And to me, that's the most intimate and the most, you know what I'm saying, the most satisfying, because of all of the touching, because of all the points of contact. That is just my take on it, and I think that people should experience it more instead of running for it. Everybody want a doggy style. Oh, that's a good angle. Let me hit it from the back. Blah 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 blah. Did you see the ass? Blah blah blah. Or could you get on top of me? On her on top or you on top, it's just as intimate because it's right there. Like all the parts of you are parallel. You get what I'm saying? All the parts of you are parallel. with access to touch all the parts of you. Um, Depending on the person, some people um, prefer to get, I guess, and again, we're talking about the size of the penis, the size of the penetrating item. I'm gonna say that because some people, stimulate their significant others using other items. But if, as long as you can reach not just her G spot, but if you can you can get away with adding added stimuli to both sets of labia majora and labia minora, the little and the big lips on the pussy, um, clitoral stimulation and the penetration. If you can manage to do that, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna say this, and I know some women is not gonna agree with me, but I'm gonna say this again so clearly. Listen, if you are going to penetrate this woman and use your hand to stimulate her clitoris, please don't be reckless. This, if it ain't wet enough, is ain't gonna work, Poppy. And I'm gonna tell you, and your hand all dry, and you're just trying to touch it. Just don't be lackadaisical in your efforts to stimulate her, especially while you penetrating it. Don't be lazy and just do the thumb flick on her clit, trying. You want to figure out how to touch that part of her body while you're penetrating other parts of her body at the same time. Everybody don't want to do the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? All of this. I think, did you just scratch me? Maybe not. Or it's not it don't feel intentional, just like you're just trying to do something. And I'm not saying that it's done either way. I've had it done and I had to grab a hand and be like, don't. If you're doing it, touch it with purpose. You do the added stimulation is always a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is saying don't touch it. Get your ass out of here, sir. That's just me though. Oh, maybe it's not. Cherie said, girl, yes, it's not just me. Cal said, missionary till she orgasms. Then I'm giving her head to cleanse her palate. Then, doggy, ain't that nothing nice? She said, not the scratches, Edward, sister hands. I didn't say Edward, you did. Okay. Crystal Ship said, it's the, what she say? It's the biting the neck, bottom lip, and kissing while he's penetrating me. Girl, I almost knocked my microphone down. Did you hear me? All of this is a thing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and I like secret of secrets. I'm ticklish. So I have extra erogenous zones. Extra. Crystal said it's the biting and that kissing and biting and sucking his bottom lip while he penetrating for me. Girl, girl. Yes. Yeah. And focus. I want the flashbacks. What ain't that Anita Becker said? Anita Becker said that flashbacks of the times we had, some made us laugh. I'm just saying, yes, I see you, Crystal. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is be considerate about that. And then here we go. Okay, is squirting pee or cum? Of course, I know the answer because we've had this conversation. This is the age-old question. Jesus, is squirting pee or cum? Okay. The real question is, do you mind it in your mouth? That's the real question. Do you mind it on you? I'm gonna answer the question in a minute. The real question is it okay that it's in your mouth? Okay. Um, I got you, Cal. I'm gonna answer that question in just a minute. Okay, so I'm gonna ask y'all: is squirting pee or cum? Okay, Cherie said it's a version of pee. I hate the it's a. It's a version of pee. I'm so mad at you for that. She like, just so we clear, it's a situation. Yes. I'm gonna come back to your question in a minute, Cal. Mm, mm, mm. Listen, it's both. It absolutely is. Urine changes once it processes through the bladder. Um, the mucus gland that expels right now. Cut it out. Okay. And because is it going? Yes, every time. My goodness. Okay. And because and because the mucus gland that expels cum is right next to the bladder, all of our body fluids transition through, like they move through our body the same, either gland to gland through veins, or just transition and literally phasing through tissue and things like that. It's in here. You understand what I'm saying? Vessels and all the other deep stuff, whatever. With it being like right there, though, that your body decides what to do with the liquid. So are we putting it so that it can marinate a little bit and expel into this part of the body where we're expunging what's the word I'm looking for, um toxins and things like that, all the body waste? Or are we going to be okay with some of it passing next to um just our basic mucus gland for expulsion? Either way, either way, it's this. I mean, you got to think, if saliva made its way down to that part of your body, then it too would have urine in it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's just a part of that part of our bodies because of where it's at. Like, all the fluids down there mix. You know what I'm saying? The hope is that there's no blood, because then you got holes and tears in parts of your um, lining or tissue or membranes that don't belong. That's it. The question, though, is, do you mind it? Some people are really particular about the amount of body fluids that are exchanged in sexual experiences. Some people want all the shits. Okay, when I mean all, I want all the fluids. I want it to be, when you get up, I want it to be a puddle on the bed. You know what I'm saying? I want to be dripping with sweats all over you. I want the juices on you. I want the juices on me. You understand what I'm saying? Some people want all the juice, and some people feel like that's just a whole lot of body fluid because they have like an OCD clean issue. You know what I'm saying? And you want to not feel like something is on you. So, which person are you in that space is the better question. And do you mind that these body? I mean, think about it. If I give you head and I'm giving you like boss head, like really, I'm not gonna catch all of the pee, but there are traces of urine in your semen. Where's the lie? Now, mind you, just traces. Just traces, definitely not as much of the same exchange, which is how if I'm allergic to something, excuse me, if I'm allergic to something and you consume it and then I pleasure you orally, I'm not going to have a problem with what passed through your body into me, because your body doesn't the male body does not expel the same way a woman's body does. However, if if I eat something that you are allergic to, it's all bad. It's all bad, because you're gonna catch that. You definitely gonna catch that. Thank you for submitting your questions. I appreciate that. We got a couple more, and then I got a giveaway that I'm going to do for the HBC grab bags. Don't forget, you are logged on to blowradio.com. This is Headboard Conversations with your host, Madam Trice. And tonight we're asking Madam Trice a series of questions. We're answering the questions. We're talking about all the things that people need to talk about through the things, and we can go from there. So, gentleman asked, when dealing with someone, if they have professional skills, carpentry, electrician, stylist, etc., do you, in the keyword here, expect them to do any of the work you've done free of charge? Any of the work for you, any of the work you need done free of charge is the question. If you're dealing with someone who is a professional in a capacity and they provide a service or what have you, or even a product, do you expect to get the service or product for the free 99, or will you pay for it? That is a damn good question, and part of a series of conversations that I've been having these last couple of weeks with some people. Thank you for the question, Sarah. I appreciate that. Let's see what our listeners have to say about that. You can call in 414-885-4739, area code 414-885-4739. You can inbox me directly, or you can comment on the wall here. Sharice, Cal, Crystal, I see y'all joined in still. Let's see. Let me see. Did I miss any other questions? No. Okay. So I personally feel like there are some things I don't expect anything in that capacity. Our bank accounts are not merged, so I feel like that's how you make your bread. If you opt to do it for me for free, if you opt to quote unquote honor me, bless me, whatever the case may be, for free, I appreciate you. I'm appreciate that, but I don't expect it. You're not required to do that. And when you do, it means that much more to me, because damn, for real, like that's your livelihood and you're giving it to me. You just gonna give it away. I appreciate that. Cal said, I'm paying. If I don't support, can't get mad when someone else wants a plug. Ooh, say that. Say that. Yep, expect was the key word for me too, Cal. Expect, because listen, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, JPA Elevated, my products ain't free. It don't cost. It costs to get the supplies to create that. My time, my service ain't free either. But I mean, what I can give you, I will give. If I'm giving you something, don't think I got to. I don't have to. If I'm doing it, it's a choice that I've made to do so. And we're gonna P&L it right off this Schedule C and call it a day. And call it a day. But just like if you provide a service, I don't think you got to do. Not at all. Not at all. And I don't intend to offend if I pay you or offer to pay you. But I want you to know that I don't think you got to. I just appreciate it when you do. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you that much more when you do. Oh my gosh, it's time to do my little giveaway. Who wants a grab bag? I know Sharice's on here and she wants a grab bag. So again, I got a couple grab bags that I want to give. I think I want to give away 2. And in that grab bag, we only got like 9 more minutes. If you got questions, get them in. Get them in. 877. Not, oh, that was from let's give the other station number. 414-885-4739. That's area code 414-885-4739. Call in if you want to. I want you to. And we can go from there. I know, Sharice, you want to give back, and you have been so active and so participating and so just fully engaged. I totally appreciate it. If I can go back, I can count the ways. You understand what I'm saying? She said, and I'm being facetious. I don't expect anything. You know, I know. I got you, Cal. I got you. So, in our HBC grab bag, Sharice, have you ever had an HBC grab bag? I want to make sure I'm not duplicating products for you, because I think that you've been extremely active. You've been extremely helpful today, and you deserve an HBC grab bag. Like, why not? Why not? I think we got another run of. I think I have HBC hoodies still, like maybe this many, but I think I have some. And if that is the case, I don't believe so. Well, I'm going to give you a grab bag, Sharice. Do you want a grab bag or a hoodie? I think I have a couple of hoodies left. Look at the father. Come on now. I think I have one. Do you want a grab bag or a hoodie? Now, again, I explained some of the stuff. You want one? I think I have a grab. I think I'm a double check. And grab bag or hoodie, and either way, I'll make sure. If I don't have it in your little bitty baby size, because she's so tiny and adorable. If I think I might have a medium. I think that might be a good look for you. It's a good feel. I forgot. Girl, you got to do better, Trice. She said, damn it, I want a hoodie. If I don't have it in your size, I'm going to make sure that I get you one in your size. I think you have been a phenomenal audience and participation today, and a participant today, and I really appreciate you. It doesn't matter, and I love whatever you give me. I know. Yes. I'm going to make sure that you get one. Okay, so Cal asked a question, and he says, so congratulations to Sharice for winning her JPA elevated, not JPA elevated, but her HBC. I was going to give her the gift bag, but now we're going to give her the hoodie. So we're going to give you the HBC hoodie, and I think you deserve it. Like, for real. You absolutely deserve it. Thank you. Wait, just for the sake of... Yeah, she said, woo, woo. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so Kal-El asked a question. He said, name a song that makes you wet without touch. Naked by, what's that baby name? Marcus Houston. When We by Tank. And it's quite a few. Like, seriously, that When We, I'd be like, the remix is fire. Fuck You Back to Sleep. All the versions. Okay. You took a bow. Good job, Sharice. You should have sent me a picture, mama. Yes. I have a list of songs. Let me think. Definitely Fuck You Back to Sleep. Like, all of them. Liquor. There's something in this liquor. Yes, that baby. That of course you said wet. Okay, so I got other feelings associated with some stuff, whatever the case may be. But what is the name of that song? Give me one like quick moment. I'm gonna look it up really quick because I got a list. Like, all jokes aside. I'm trying not to play the list. I'm just gonna pull up the list. Sativa by Janae Aiko. That is it hot in here or is it just me? That shit's so fire. If You Let Me by Sinead Harnett. Let me see. Oh, no. And Frozen by Sabrina Claudio. Listen. Oh, listen, I'm trying to tell you. Let me see. You know, another song, another really good song is "Distant Lover" by Marvin Gaye. That music drop. Distant lover, lover. Yes, lover, love. Hey, Rika, how you doing? She says, "Splash, do it." Yes, 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 yes. Let me think. Yeah, those are some good ones. Those are some good ones. That like off jump, like yeah, like for real, like yeah, I'd be like, let's do it, let's do it. Motivation. Hey, Kelly Rowland. Yes, 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 yes. Go, 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 go. Motivation. I feel that song. You know what? I know it's sexy, but I be like, I feel like, yeah, nigga. When I hear it, like, bae. And when we touch, I don't want to feel your hands. That's what I'm talking about. Come on. Motivation by Kelly. Yes. All right, y'all. I be hating to hang up with y'all. I be feeling like, she said, I'm about to do work. Let's go, mama. Let's go. Listen, I hate like when we have to say goodbye. I be like, dang, we just was starting. We were just, yeah, yeah. But our show has come to an end. I've missed you guys, and I want to thank you specifically those of you who have hung out with me and spent some time with me and share with us today. I want to thank you for joining us as you do so loyally, and your commitment for supporting Headboard Conversations on blowradio.com, Headboard Conversations, and our own platform. It's just been so good, y'all. Be on deck. Thank you, Sharice. She said it was fun. Hey, I got the hoodie on me. I'm gonna hook up with you first thing and I'll ride it to you. Okay? I'm out again so I can run it to you. Listen, it's been so good. It's always so good with you guys. And next week, for Headboard Conversations, I'm excited about always having something good to talk about, something to share with you. If there's a topic you would like to have us cover, if there's engagement that you would like to see happen, if you want to be a guest, then inbox me. Send me an email to headboardconversations@gmail.com, and I'll get back to you as soon as humanly possible. You can also leave a voice message, area code 414-885-4739, and I'll be happy to get back to you. You can inbox us on Facebook. You can send a message to us in the comments on YouTube. However it works for you to get to us and let us know, one, how you feel about the show. Two, if you're interested in sharing ideas and or topic suggestions, things like that, I'm with it, because the whole point of us having these conversations is to encourage you to be able to have them outside of this environment. And the more frequently we have them, the more frequently you become comfortable, etc., etc. The more you do it, the better it feels, the easier it gets, etc., etc. And I love you guys and I appreciate you. And until next week, it's always good when I'm with you guys every single time. And I just want to remind you of that. Thank you for your energy. Thank you for blessing me. And until next week, don't forget, before you get into bed, you got to take your pants off.
The headboard, the headboard, lay your body down. It's about to go down. We'll be banging it all night. Banging it, headboard. I'll touch you right there, baby. Let's talk about it. We'll be bringing that headboard. Let's talk about it. Tell me about it. I wanna hear about it. Can't wait to hear Headboard.
What up, family? It's your girl, Just Patrice, and I want to take a moment to introduce you to my homegirl, Keontae, but we call her Stacks Back. Yeah, I said Stacks Back. Want to learn more about taxes, business structure, bookkeeping, accounting, and more? Well, tune in Wednesdays, 1 to 2 p.m. Central Standard Time for Talking Tax with Stacks Back, right here on BlowRadio.com. Hey, yo, Stacks.
Hi, Keontae here of K&K Tax and Accounting Services. Be sure to tune in Wednesdays 1 to 2 p.m. Central Standard Time to find out why they call me Stacks Back. See you soon.